Hello. Thank you once again for joining us for a devotional thought. Have you ever asked yourself why we have people in this world who can be evil, either intentionally or not intentionally? You know, as a Christian, I could say that Christianity is one of the most accurate when it comes to diagnosing our human hearts. You see, you don't have to teach us how to be evil as human beings. I was watching a documentary about a man who was such an evil man, and he killed people, raped people. And at the end of this documentary, his closest friend, is interviewed. They ask him, have you ever thought that your friend would have done anything close to what the video seemed to show him confessing? His friend is like, no, he was an angel. He was a man that I trusted, a man that I so treasured. He was a friend of mine. He was an angel. You see, it doesn't take so much for us to hear of somebody who is a psychopath, and surprisingly, that person might be your neighbor. And so this evening, the Bible is calling us to Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 26, and it reads, "A new heart also will I give to you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you a heart of flesh." You see, after God tells us about these evil tendencies that we are so prone to, He doesn't leave us there desperate for to die, as some people might say. But God is telling us His desire, His intention, which is to give you and I a heart of flesh. And not only that, but to transform our spirit. You know, the best example, again, here, because I'm a Christian, I obviously have to favor Christianity, but it's the only religion to me that answers this question adequately. How do you learn to have this new heart, this new spirit? Christianity is the only religion that points us to a God who is willing to die on behalf of His creation. And when you look at that God, you get to realize that love goes beyond the boundaries. You see, by looking at Christ, by looking at the example of what Jesus has done, God is able and willing to transform your heart and my heart. I know that at times we can be in denial to say, I'm not that bad after all. But the Bible doesn't seem to suggest that. The Bible is saying we have all sinned and we have fallen short of the glory of God. And I know that somebody might be saying, but I have been sinning for such a long time and I don't even think that God can forgive me. Well, we just read a verse and it's simply saying, God wants to give you a heart of flesh and to transform your spirit. It's my prayer that God will be able to continue to convince you and I that we will trust this work that He has already started in our lives, that He will transform us and help us once again to have hearts of flesh, hearts that can be sensitive to know when to do the will of God and avoid evil. Have a blessed rest of the week.